Hey, honey loves, it's your girl Olive Honey, and welcome to the Faith in Our Stars, where I use God's insight to better ourselves and our relationships. Hope you guys are all well and safe and ready to get into today's topic, which is the blessings and unfavorable elements of every sign. And yes, I mean every sign. That's what we're covering today. First, you know how we do it here. We got to give honey love shout outs. So first I want to give a honey love shout out to today's sponsor, Neck, and I am wearing their lock and key bracelet right here. Y'all can see it. And their ember necklace. It's gorgeous, right? So make sure you go over to their website, ufoneck.com, I believe it is. Just want to double check that real quick. Yeah, ufoneck.com and pick up some cute jewelry like this right here. Shout out to them. Also, I want to give a honey love shout out to some new subscribers and some new followers. First of all, I want to thank y'all for watching the channel, for tuning in, and for supporting the channel. So yeah, here we go. Shout out to Alexa. Hi, Alexa. Shout out to Z. Hey, Z. Thanks for tuning in. Let's see. Michelle. Hey, boo. And shout out to Lil Lou. Thank y'all so much for subscribing, for following, for tuning in, and showing love to the channel. Thank y'all so much. All right. Also, want to let y'all know that if you have not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button as you're coming in. You're enjoying the topic. You enjoy watching the Faith in Our Stars and all that good stuff. And also, before we get started, also want to put this link in the chat. I know it's down below in the description, but I also want to put it in the chat as well. If you would like to donate, donations are always welcome and appreciated. And here it is in the chat. Y'all can hit me up at PayPal. So thank you for all those who choose to donate. All right, let's get into it. Oh, wait, what am I talking about? Sit back, relax, grab yourself a drink like moi. Now let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start off with the Pisces Aries cusp, the blessings within that cusp, the lessons that cusp needs to learn. And don't worry, we're going to get to the traditional sun signs, hold tight. But Pisces Aries starts off the whole conglomerate, all right? So when we're talking about Pisces Aries, we are talking about the joining of Pisces energy, which, if you don't already know, is compassionate and it's very kind. It's also very sensitive. It's very impressionable, right? And one of the things that's a blessing, and I want to say a curse. I feel like that's really damning. But one of the things that's a blessing and a lesson to the situation is that they tend to go with the flow. So on one end, the Pisces Aries cusp. So that's the Pisces side, and then also on the Aries side, you've got this sense of leadership, this natural aggression, this natural raw energy. You're coming with a certain element of star power. You want to be seen and you stand out. So when you combine those two things, as a Pisces Aries, we're talking about a person who is an enthusiastic live wire, right? And that's a blessing. So you can go with the flow, but as a leader, it kind of makes you look a little flip-floppy, right? So, and then also you're adaptable, but you've got that cardinal energy coming from that Aries, which makes you an adaptable initiator. So when you start something, it's like, yeah, okay, so here's the situation. And you can look at the picture as a whole and see the best way to lead into or out of certain situations. Actually, a really great quality to have. Now, One thing that a Pisces Aries cusp is born to do is to live in the moment, because that is an element that both Pisces and Aries share, right? You also practice what you preach. That's coming from the Pisces energy, because you can't really be too, I mean, you can be a compassionate person without practicing what you, not really. You can't really be a compassionate person without practicing what you preach, being able to step into somebody else's shoes and look at the situation as a whole. That's what Pisces tend to do. They tend to be able to step into a situation and be like, I can understand how you would feel that way. It's very understanding energy. And so the Pisces Aries cusp definitely takes that on. And they're not going to sign up for something that they don't feel like they would have been able to do themselves. That is something that their opposing sign, Virgo, also shares. We'll get to them later. Something else that they were born to do is to be the best. Okay, that is that Aries energy coming from the planet Mars. Because Mars energy is really, it's not just energetic, it's really competitive. Okay. And I mean, like, don't come to an Aries, a Pisces Aries, or a Scorpio, or anybody with Scorpio in their charts and set a challenge and don't think that they're going to meet it. Okay. Because they will. They're going to meet you at it, and they're going to charge for it head on. If you're just coming in, honey love, make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe if you haven't already. And as mentioned before, if you like the information so far and you like the show, go ahead and donate at the paypal.me/loveolivehoney. Donations are welcome. All right, getting back to Pisces Aries, lessons and lessons, okay? Pisces Aries do not give up. Remember that level of competition that I was talking about? That's also that Aries energy. And because you have that water sign, that Pisces energy, that Neptune energy, you connect to people emotionally. Like I mentioned about that being compassionate, being really kind-hearted. Your love is based on understanding, and you motivate people to be the best. So it's not just you wanting to step up and just be the person who is seen as the best. That's Aries. Aries on its own, like a person who just has Aries in their chart, not the neighboring sign of Pisces or Aquarius, just Aries, they want to be seen. They don't care how they're seen. They just want to be seen. But a person with Pisces and Aries in their chart, or a Pisces Aries cusp, wants to be seen as the best. They want to be seen as looking out for people. They want to be seen as connecting to people and trying to do the best for people and help people become their best, because they themselves want to be the best. And that ties into practicing what you preach. You're not going to stand there and say, I'm the best, without standing with people and help them become the best too. So that is the Pisces Aries. One thing that Pisces Aries need to learn though, okay, so I said this is the blessings and the unfavorable elements within each sign. So we're not just gonna build y'all up. We got to talk about the things that we need to learn too. So one of the lessons that Pisces Aries needs to learn from the Pisces energy is to be more considerate. Sorry. I mean, listen, when you're all compassionate and you have the ability to put yourself into other people's shoes, yes. But when you are in your mode, like when you feel, how can I put this? Because Pisces also has the ability, Pisces on its own has the ability to play victim. When stuff happens to them, and this is just coming from a person who just has Pisces in their chart, not Pisces Aries or Aquarius Pisces, just Pisces. If things don't go their way, or stuff isn't working out the way that they think it should work out, they tend to play victim. Woe is me. I don't know how it happened. I don't know why everyone's attacking me. Don't hate the messenger, okay? It's what it is. But when you need to look from the whole of the picture, when you really are in your full Pisces Aries energy, then you realize that other people's feelings have to be taken into consideration. Just because you can tap into other people's feelings doesn't mean that you're being considerate of other people's feelings. You have the ability to do so, but on a low vibrational day, you might be so busy worrying about, and this is coming from Pisces and Aries, because Pisces has a tendency to self-victimize, but then Aries has a tendency to want what they want when they want it. So on a low vibing day, it's very much, you might take things too personal. And it's not to say that it might not be a situation where your feelings might be invalid, but you have to consider all elements. So Pisces Aries is at its best when you look at the entire picture and you consider all facets of the situation. That is when you are best. Okay. When you don't do that, you can come across as being, self-victimizing, and you can come across as taking things too personal because you're not looking at the bigger picture. So one of the things that is a gift and a curse is being able to look at the bigger picture, because sometimes you can look at the bigger picture and be like, I know how to handle this situation, how to lead the troops, how to connect with everybody emotionally so that we can lead to a better place. And then on the other hand, if you're not feeling it that day, you could be like, okay, yeah, I see what all y'all talking about, but I mean, I want to focus on me right now. We all have low vibe days. We all have those moments, but that is let me see, did I miss anything? Let me see. Yeah, that pretty much is the blessings and the lessons to learn with a person who has Pisces and Aries in that chart, and that includes Pisces and Aries cusp babies. I could get into best compliments and what your ideal partner is, but we're gonna save that for another video. But one quote that I did see, one thing that I definitely want to let y'all know is that it's like best to be the heroine or the hero in your life and not play into the victim role. That is the best piece of advice for Pisces, Aries cusp, or with somebody with Pisces and Aries in their chart. Okay, let's take a little sip on that. Mm. Oh, hang on a second. Let me see. What is this? Is this Insta? You have a question already? Oh yeah, chat's open, honey loves. If you want to ask a question, and no, oh my gosh, thank you so much for the donation. Let me see, where's the name at? Gemma, thank you so much for donating, Gemma. Thank you. Again, if you also want to join Gemma and donate, paypal.me/loveolivehoney. Thank you. Okay, so getting back to the Lord, where did we leave off? I think I got thrown off by that. Sorry. All right, getting to the next combination of signs. The Aries Taurus. So this is Aries Taurus cusp, or a person with Aries and Taurus in their chart. Okay, so this is the cusp of power. Okay. Within that cusp of power, let's see. Let's join in. Let's start here. So with Aries, we just talked about some Aries energy. We talked about how Aries are leaders. We talked about how Aries they have a lot of energy. How they don't forget to hit that like button as you're coming in, honey loves. Let me see. We just talked about how they can be aggressive. How they can be self-focused. We'll do it that way. They can be self-focused. Now, when we combine that with the Taurus energy, we're talking about adding in energy that can be, first of all, headstrong, hardworking. This is typical Taurus energy. They are the lover. So there's lots of love and affection and all that sensuality coming in. More than that, we are talking about someone who is stubborn. They're not the bull for no reason, bullheaded. We're talking about someone who is, before I forget, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, honey loves. We're also talking about someone who loves to be comfortable. We talk about people doing certain things to be in their bag, to be in your mode. Okay, Taurus is not going to do something unless they are comfortable with it. Okay, that is where that stubbornness comes in. They're not comfortable, they're not doing it. And sometimes that comes with the stigma of being lazy or even a little bit entitled, not so much as a Libra, but don't interrupt a Taurus while they're chilling at home with their feet up, eating their favorite food, watching their favorite TV show, sipping on some wine. You know what I mean? Because they're very simple. Feed me, love me, leave me the hell alone. So when you combine the Aries energy with the Taurus energy for the Aries Taurus cusp, you're coming with a stubborn but powerful leader who is comfortable and at their best when they are at the head of the table. I mean, I don't know how else to put that. They're most comfortable when they're at the head of the table. They are coming with a lot of energy, but they make you feel comfortable. So think like Jacob from Twilight. You know what I mean? He's his own son. You hug him, he's warm, he's cozy, but he's got all that fire up underneath the surface. It ain't just sensuality in there either. You could get pissed off real quick, right? You're talking about someone who is a stubborn starter, okay? Loving hero. Yeah, I'm gonna save the day, but I want my props and I want my food. And don't forget my wine and give me a pillow or something so I can lay back. This is the energy we're coming with here. Okay. We're also coming with someone who's very confident. As an Aries Taurus, you have to be. Okay. Aries in themselves, they're a fire sign. Fire signs are nothing but confidence. And Taurus, the confidence that they're coming with is knowing what they've done. I put the work in. I did the work. So yeah, I'm confident in knowing that whatever I did is good because I did it. Also, they love and appreciate beautiful things. Oh, hang on a second. What is this? Is this Insta? What do we got? Because my eyes are on Insta. What else we got here? Oh, okay. Hang on, hang on. Is there a question on the board already? Okay. Percy. Okay. Hey, Percy. Percy wanted to know. What's an interesting question? what what drives an Aries Taurus? Well, much like a regular Aries and a regular Aries, Lord have mercy. Much like a person with just Aries in their chart or a person with just Taurus in their chart, the things that will drive them. Are you an Aries Taurus? Because I like that terminology. A person, what drives them will be motivated. They're motivated to be their very best. They're motivated to enjoy the comforts of life, the things that they love. They want value. They want to be able to have what they want. Aries wants what they want when they want it, right? Taurus wants to be able to own things. So here's the energy of a person who wants what they want it, and I want to own it. So it's not just, I want that. I want it and I want it to be mine. Like I want my name on it. This is my car. This is my house. That's my man. That's my woman. And they don't want any competition with it because competition is going to bring out the ugly side in the Aries Taurus. I'm just going to let you know right now. Okay. Thank you for your question. Also, let me see. These are people who kind of they have a tendency to either be really aggressively expressive or they can keep their true feelings, like the depth of their feelings, like the sensitivity of their feelings in their heart. Because Taurus really doesn't like to express it anyway. And when Aries expresses something, it's going to come across really forward. So not to say it's going to be like without passion. It's still going to have tons of passion, trust. But if you're looking for some kind of sensitivity, unless there's elements of that in that person's birth chart, that person with that Aries and Taurus energy is not going to bring you sensitive. They're going to bring you passion. They're going to bring you forward aggression, that raw energy, that sensuality. I'm just going to keep it real with you. That's what it is. One of the things that a person with Aries and Taurus in their chart, including Aries, Taurus, cusp, need to learn though, is to slow down. Okay. Aries be on the move. Taurus, once they've got their mind made up, they're ready to go. Okay. They are patient, but not when they see something they want. Like, okay, let me be honest. So, Taurus is the type they see what they want, they kind of peruse, they sit back, they chill, and they almost wait for it to come to them because they're not comfortable going to them first, right? But Aries has that energy of when I see what I want, I'm going for it. So that's an inner battle within a person who has Aries and Taurus in their chart. They gotta really be feeling you or really feel confident in going full speed ahead to go approach you or to go approach this goal or go for that job or to you know what I mean, to show that they're the cusp of power. So they have it within them to do it. It's just they have to feel equipped. They have to feel confident enough to do it, right? Also, one of the reasons that they need to slow down is so that their actions and their intentions match. Because you don't want to just be seen for being a hard hitter or for being, being out there. You want to be seen in a responsible manner as a person of power, but as a person who knows how to use that power. So you have to be careful with that. The regrets that an Aries Taurus cusp or a person with Aries and Taurus in their chart can have is that they may lose a person or an opportunity because they got too comfortable and refused to change. So we're here to talk about the blessings and the unfavorable elements, right? One of the main blessings with Aries Taurus energy or a person with Aries and Taurus in their chart is you have this natural warmth and you can bring comfort and power to any situation and any relationship. The downside of being like this natural warm comfort zone is the fact that when you get too comfortable, you get too stubborn and you don't want to budge. You gotta learn some compromise. Is that my ice? It's an ice machine. I don't know if y'all can hear that. But you gotta learn some compromise. And again, slow down and think things through before you make any moves, and you gotta make sure you compromise. So that is the depth, the blessings, and the lessons of the blessings and the unfavorable elements within a person who has Aries and Taurus in your chart or an Aries Taurus cusp. Don't forget to hit that like button as you come in, honey loves, and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, donations are welcome once again. PayPal.me/loveolivehoney. All right. Oh, wait, let me take a drink. Drink on that one. Cheers. All right, on to the next one. Person with Taurus and oh, we got Facebook? No. Okay. So Taurus Gemini, person with Taurus and Gemini in their chart or Taurus Gemini cusp. Let's see. We're talking about a lively combination of earth and air here, right? So with Taurus, we just talked about the Taurus energy, the comfort, the stubbornness, the headstrong, the sense of what the hell? I don't even remember what I said. The sense of the stubbornness, the headstrong, the sense of comfort, very practical thinker, being bullheaded. So we're adding to that this Gemini energy. What are Geminis bringing? You're bringing another sense of energy where it's very communicative. We're talking about the messengers of the zodiac, the chatterboxes, the bridge, the people who can bring people. This is the sign that brings people together through thoughts and ideas and just open dialogue and open communication. Let's see, we're also talking about someone who can be, because it's a mutable sign, Gemini is a mutable sign, it too is adaptable like Pisces, adaptable like Virgo. But in this sense, that adaptability, if you, what's the word? If a Gemini rides the fence, like, because they can bring people together. So if you don't choose, if you're in a position where you have to make a decision and you got to choose a side and you don't choose a side, then you have a tendency to look a bit flaky. So on one end, we've got the stubbornness coming from the Taurus. On the other end, we've got possible flakiness coming from the Gemini. But let's get into the whole combination, okay? So the whole combination is, we're talking about a social powerhouse, outgoing, generous, positive attitude, right? Born to talk, born to be brutally honest, who loves beautiful things. Once again, loves to bring people together, have a contagious personality. On top of the talking and being able to connect to people verbally, you're able to bring your natural warmth to the table. It's awesome, actually. Full of thoughts, ideas, plans, but you can keep your heart to yourself. You have a tendency to be like, yeah, I don't know about talking about those feelings. I'm gonna hold that over here. Hit that like button as you come in, honey loves, if you like the content so far. Now, one thing that a person with Taurus and Gemini in their chart, or Taurus Gemini cusp, needs to learn is not to overindulge. Taurus, that's coming from the Taurus energy. They love their comfort, they love their food, they love to chill with a good bottle of whatever it is that you like. Whatever it is you like, you want to make sure that your house, that your area is surrounded by it. And hold on. Sorry. Still getting used to this live. And thank you, Terry, for your donation. Thank you very much. We got more going. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Thank you for sharing. Who's that? That is, hey, Sharon over there. I can see that. Okay. Thank you, Angel. Thank you so much. All right. So back to the Taurus Gemini energy. You have to be careful not to overindulge. That's what I was talking about. So when whatever you love, and you love hard, and you love to have it with you. This is a person, this is a thing, this is food, this is whatever. And so you have to be careful not to overconsume. Just as much as the Gemini energy that is being brought in has to be careful not to, how are we going to say this? Not to overstep, over. So Gemini energy in low vibe can tell too much to the wrong person without realizing it. So it can come across as offensive to the party that's being talked about. We'll just do it like that. So you've got the Taurus energy that has a tendency to overindulge, take too much in. And you've got the Gemini energy that may have a tendency to put too much out. So balance is the name of the game with a Taurus Gemini cusp, or a person with Taurus and Gemini in their chart. You need to learn balance between what is too much. Too much in, too much out. You just need to find a happy medium. On top of that, because Taurus Gemini, you're coming with a person who, oh, shoot. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you very much, Lindsay, for your donation. Thank you so much. If you too would also like to donate, it's paypal.me/love olive honey. Also, Honey Loves, hit the like button as you're coming in and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Join the Honey Love fam. Now, back to the people with Taurus and Gemini in their chart, or with Taurus Gemini cusp. What was I saying? You have a tendency to. Okay, that's what I was saying. So when with the Taurus energy that's coming in, who loves hard and wants all this affection because they're ruled by Venus, right? And this is food, this is sensuality, it's senses. That's what I'm looking for. Taurus needs their senses pleased. They're very much pleasure seekers, much like people with Leo in their chart. We'll get to that later. You need your senses pleased. We know the five senses, right? The sight, taste, smell, touch. You know what I'm saying? I'm missing one. Oh, hearing. You need all your senses pleased. And here's Gemini, who's coming in needing, in the main sense that they need pleased, is to be able to talk and to be able to listen. You know what I'm saying? So it's an all encompassing sense of communication. And when you are bringing that to the table, it's a lot of energy. When you're bringing that to the table in a relationship, whether it's business, whether it's family, whether it's romantic, friendship, you are going to want that back. Nobody's putting all that energy out for no reason. So you're going to need to receive it. So one of the other things that a person with Taurus and Gemini in their chart, or Taurus Gemini cusp, needs to learn is to attract the affection you want, or attract the attention that you want, rather than demanding it. Don't just give it out to everybody. That's, again, learning that balance, learning what is too much and learning what is too less. Yeah, learning what is too much in, too much out. Don't give so much without knowing that you're going to get it back. Because when you put that all out, you don't know what's coming back this way. So take a moment, chill out, and observe the situation before you give, whether it's from the mouth or in whatever other damn sense. Spending money, spending time, telling all your business, or telling somebody else's business, or dedicating time and conversation, or whatever. Just make sure that you're careful with doing that. Balance, and that will help you attract better situations and better relationships, rather than you being put in a position where you have to demand it and say, hey, I gave this, you should be giving it back. Okay, so that is the breakdown for the Taurus and Gemini as far as the blessings and the unfavorable elements of those two signs, that sign combination. And we'll take a sip on that. Cheers. Ooh. Oh, once again, Honey Loves, the chat is open. Please let me know if you have any questions. If you're on Insta right now, go ahead and send me questions. As you saw, I already took one. Donations are open and very much welcome and appreciated. PayPal.me/love olive honey. You can also send me a message on Facebook. I got somebody watching that. And Twitter. Oh yeah, I'm on Twitter, so feel free to ask me a question there as well. Let's see what else we got. We got Gemini, Cancer. Okay, so we got this combination here. This is a air-water combination, where you already talked about what Gemini, brings to the table. Wow. We already talked about what Gemini brings to the table. Let's talk about what Cancer brings to the table, right? So Cancer has that natural, you probably heard me talk about Cancer a lot in the last couple of videos regarding the Derrick Jackson situation, since he's won. But we'll recap it here. Cancers are natural nurturers. They are water signs, so they're able to emotionally connect to people. They're very intuitive. They can get in touch with that energy. They're ruled by the moon. That means that their emotions go with the tides of the water. Yeah, we're going there. So if there's some kind of tidal wave or something going on in the world, when the moon switches phases, the Cancer switches their moods. Okay. What sign is who? Who? Oh, who asked that? Oh, Isa. Isa? Oh, okay. What sign is Lil Nas X? Damn it. You know what? I'm going to talk about him in another video, and I think I just wrote that. Did I write that down? He's an Aries. He's an Aries. So we talked a little about that energy in the beginning. I said you have to tell me why you wanted to know that. Ask another question. But thank you for your question. I don't know what else is in this chart though, but I have to look into that. I'll make sure I do that before I do the next video. So we're gonna have another. This is complete side topic, but I'm going to put together another video where we're going to go live again, where we talk about some of the hot topics that are going on. I've been keeping an eye on everything. I promise. The Sharon Osbourne situation, Quavo and Saweetie, Lil Nas X, T.S. Madison experience, who is a cusp sign, shout out to her. All the stuff that's going on. So yeah, I'm gonna get a video together. Trust, I'm gonna get one together, and we're gonna break all of that down astrologically. We're gonna look into everybody's charts and see what the hell is going on around here with the with the Satan shoes and homegirl leaving the talk and all the drama. We'll get into it. I'll let y'all know. If you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, make sure I'll put up an alert. The links are down below if you are not following me. I'll give out an alert when I go live with that info. And also, or you can subscribe here because I'm going to end up putting up an early link whenever I decide on the day and time to do that video. So yeah, hit that subscribe button and hit that like button while you're watching and as you're coming in, honey loves. Make sure you do that. Okay, so did I say thank you? Thank you, Isa, for your question. All right, Gemini Cancer. So, like I said, the Cancer energy is coming and it's nurturing. It's very caring. I understand it's very maternal. That's the word. It's very maternal. So, people with Cancer energy have a tendency to come off as like the mama of the bunch. Very much so. Let's see, you're emotionally in tune, very intuitive. You know how to read a room. So, when you add that with you also tend to cry a lot. I'm just gonna be honest. There are a lot of cancers who you just feel so deeply, and it just bursts out of your eyes how much you care about stuff. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Don't judge over here. Um, so let's see. When you combine that emotional openness with verbal openness coming from Gemini energy, you get a very, very open and expressive person. I mean, I don't know how to put this. Is a lot of openness, just a lot of there's no holds barred here. Like there's nothing that can't be talked about with a person who has Gemini and Cancer in their chart or Gemini Cancer cusp. It's a no judgment zone. Bring your thoughts here, bring your ideas here, bring your emotions here. Let's cry together. I'll be your shoulder and I'll listen to you and give the best advice I can as a communication while you tell me what your problems are. You have that, by the way. Yeah, you have Gemini and Cancer. This applies to you. You have that both of those in your chart. So sorry. But yeah, so that is the energy that you're bringing to the table. That's what you're coming in with. It's cool, it's breezy, but you can also that cool and breezy, like I said about the Gemini energy, you can be a little, it's not indecisiveness, it's the fact of not wanting to hurt anybody's feelings or coming across as being too stiff. You know what I mean? Gemini energy is very open-minded energy. So it's not like a Libra where y'all can't make a decision to save your damn lives. It's like my mind is open, and if I don't agree with this side, then this side is going to think that I'm closed-minded. If I don't, find a way to also rock with this side, then that side is going to think that I don't understand them. It's like that. And so when you add the emotion into it, you're coming across a person who's a nurturing bridge. You're bringing people together, and that's thoughts, ideas, emotion, all of that. You're bringing all walks of life together. Everybody's comfortable here. Like I said, no judgment zone. There's a high level of intensity here. You can get a little crabby though. Talked about how the Cancer energy changes with the phases of the moon. The moon changes phases every 2 to 3 days. Y'all do the math, okay? I'm just gonna. That's what it is. The moon changes phases every 2 to 3 days. So a Cancer, you are definitely dealing with somebody who is moody on a very consistent basis. And that also applies to a person with Gemini and Cancer in their chart or Gemini Cancer cusp. Now, this person, like I said, is born to be the epitome of good communication. They love to talk, lend an ear, give their time, give their love. They're honest to a fault, very, very honest, very, very open, very nurturing, and they encourage people that they care about and make them laugh while making them also feel safe. Okay. One of the things that they need to learn is to stay positive, which shouldn't be too hard, right? Because Gemini energy is coming with a whole bunch of positivity, right? They're upbeat. It's an air sign. Air signs are upbeat generally. Oh, hang on 1 second. Oh my gosh. Oh, cool. Wow. Thank you, Xavier, for your donation. Appreciate that very much. You too would like to donate, paypal.me/loveolive or you can click the link in the chat. Also, click that like button as you're coming in if you're loving the content, honey loves. And subscribe if you haven't already. Where did I leave off? Okay. It shouldn't be too hard for Gemini Cancer to stay positive because of that Gemini energy, which is like it is upbeat. It's very light and airy, cool, breezy. That's air signs. That's what air signs do. That's what they bring to the table. But with that Cancer energy changing with the phases of the moon every 2 to 3 days, you don't ever know what you're getting. When it comes to positive, when it comes to being upbeat or in the downbeat or whatever, you don't know. So it's very important for you to learn to stay positive. Okay. Also, it's important to be careful what you say. So, how do I put this? Like I mentioned earlier, we've got the very open, expressive communication coming from a Gemini energy. With the Cancer energy, you've got this open, expressive, but it's emotional. So you can say things, and on top of the fact you're honest. And there's nothing wrong with being honest. Honesty is great. I'm honest. If you can't tell already. But the problem is that if you're in a mood, why are you always in a mood? Okay, never mind. If you're in a mood, then it can come across unnecessarily harsh and offensive. So you really have to be careful what you say. On top of the fact that you are normally nurturing and caring, when you say something that is not of that nature, it can hit bone. And it really jabs at somebody's heartstrings because you come across as a no judgment zone, as a safe space. And if you say something that is really harsh, then it really it just pulls on a person's heartstrings. It really just tears them up because it's unexpected. When you have a safe space and somebody comes there and they expect to sit here and I'm cool, I'll never be harmed here. It's not expected that obviously, it's not expected that you'll ever get hurt, that anything will be said that will hurt your feelings. So when that happens, it kind of fucks with trust level a little bit. So just be careful what you say, because words hurt. And also make sure you stay positive. And that is the blessings and the unfavorable elements regarding a Gemini Cancer cusp or a person who has Gemini and Cancer in their charts. Okay. Oh, second. Oh, wait, we got Facebook? Okay. So, who? Oh, hi, Lindsay. And Lindsay wanted to know, did not, yes, I did. Lindsay wanted to know if Derek Jackson, you must have watched the previous videos, had Gemini and Cancer in his cusp, and yes, he did. And I did mention that. So yes, thank you for tuning in again and for remembering that. Make sure you hit the like button as you come in, honey loves. See some newness, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And of course, donate to the channel, support the channel if you're loving the content, paypal.me/loveolivehoney. Okay, where are we at now? Now we are on Cancer Leo cusp, or the person who has Cancer and Leo in their birth chart. All right, so we already talked about what Cancer what the Cancer energy is bringing to the table, right? So now let's talk about what Leo energy is bringing to the table. Leos are warm, much like Taurus, much like Aries. Um, Leos have a lot of charisma. You are your own natural light. You were definitely born to be a guiding light. Well, born to be the light. We're not going to go to the guiding part. That's somebody else's time. Hold on. Born to be a light. Okay. What type of light you decide to be is up to you. Because one of the issues coming with the Leo energy is that they have one of the blessings is that you're really self-aware. And that self-awareness on a bad day, on a low vibing day, on with ill-willed intent, is turned into self-centeredness, just to put it plainly. So Leos have the stigma of being self-centered because they have a tendency to put themselves into conversation. They're not necessarily self-centered. This is why I mentioned that they're very self-aware. It's a cognizance. So they, like a Pisces would do, where in order to be compassionate, they have to put themselves into somebody else's shoes. In order for a Leo to give the right amount of to give the proper advice to help, in order for a Leo to be this bright shining light, they have to look at it from their eyes, from their point of view. And when they do that, they of course mention themselves. And that, if you're constantly, if every time somebody asks you a question and you go, well, if it were me, well, I, blah, 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 it makes you sound like, you're self-centered because you're just talking about you. But that's not what it is. They're very, very self-aware. Sometimes it can be what it is. If it's an ill-willed Leo, if it's a person, if it's a Leo on a bad day, then yeah, sometimes it can come across like that. But now we're combining that Leo energy, that warmth, that light. They're also extremely dedicated to the point of obsession. So we're combining that fierceness, that fierce energy, that intensity, that light with Cancer. So now we're talking about a person who is warm and nurturing, who is fierce, confident, and intense, who is their own star, their own light, and they're very emotional. Sensitivity, anybody? This is a person who is born to lead people with their enthusiasm, their level of care, with their level of confidence, with their nurturing, with their support. You inspire people. Like, this is a very inspirational sign combination, or an inspirational cusp if you're a Cancer Leo cusp. Some examples of people like that are J-Lo. I mean, the woman is well known for being highly dedicated to her roles. She's inspired a bunch of people in the Latino community. She's inspired a bunch of women and people everywhere. She attracts, all this, she's an example. Marlon Wayne's an example. Who else is a Cancer Leo? Because there's a lot of good company for that. What else are we talking about here? One thing, they are they are kind, they are sweet, they're easy to talk to. One thing, though, that they need to learn is to loosen up the grip. Now, I said that they were dedicated, right? So, and they're very open about being dedicated. But sometimes, especially with you having that Cancer in your chart, that intuition, the intuitive ability to feel things, you just need to let it go and just feel. And, you don't have to be in control of every damn thing. So that is something that person with Cancer and Leo in their chart, or a Cancer Leo cusp, needs to learn, is to just loosen up the grip just a little bit, just one time for the one time, let go and see what happens. Because you have the ability naturally within you, it's innate, to lead with grace and head in the right direction. I mean, I know that the reason for control is because you don't want to be seen as a fuck up. I get it, but let go one time, just one time, just let go. Also, something that they need to learn is to share the spotlight. Leos, like I just said, they have a tendency sometimes, because they're very self-aware, they have a tendency to also come across as self-centered on a bad day. The reason for coming across as self-centered, especially one thing that you're self-aware of, is your image. And you're not just coming in as this person with star power, just I shine, damn it, and that's what I do, which is the Leo. You're coming in with that Cancer energy also. And that Cancer energy provides you with some emotion, some intuition. You know where you fit in. And that's probably why you want so bad to control situations that you're in, because you're like, I know where I'm supposed to be. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I know where I'm going to shine the best. Get out the way and just let me do what I do. I feel that. But you can't always, you got to learn to share. Okay. You can't do everything by yourself. So you have to learn to give a little, just give a little. That goes also along with loosening up the grip. You got to learn to give a little bit. You got to learn that balance too. So that is I think I covered everything. Oh, one more thing. One of the reasons for the control also, actually, no, that's kind of doubling up on what I just said. You fear not being the center of attention, and that fear can sabotage you and your relationships and your opportunities. So like I said, loosen up the grip, learn to balance, and learn to share the spotlight, or share in the roles. Do something, but you gotta learn to share. All right, so that is the blessings and the, what was I calling it? Unfavorable elements of a person with Cancer and Leo in their cusp, as well as a Cancer in their cusp. A person with Cancer and Leo in their chart, as well as a Cancer Leo cusp. And we're going to take a drink on that one. So, cheers. How are we doing so far, honey loves? Still with me? Make sure you hit that like button as you're coming in. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as mentioned before, donations are welcome and very much appreciated. www.paypal.me/loveolivehoney. Oh, thank you, Nelly, for your donation. Asking you sound receipt. Thank you, Nelly, for your donation. Mwah. All right, so now we're going into the Leo Virgo cusp, or a person with Leo and Virgo in their chart. All right, We already talked about what Leo's bringing to the table, right? Warmth, light, self-awareness. Yes. Oh, and dedication. So with Virgo, that dedication definitely gets kicked up a notch because they hone into, they have a sense of perfectionism, also to the point of obsession. And you want, as a Virgo, they can be unsettled to the point of paranoia. What do we mean by unsettled? Um, you want so bad for things to be perfect. You're just kind of teeter-tottering everywhere, just not sure what to do. It's that nerves. So they're ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is bringing some really fast moving energy. Hi, honey loves. Make sure you hit that like button as you come in. Um, it's bringing this really fast moving energy. We gotta go. 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 And when you feel like you always got to be doing something, but that you always got to be doing it perfect to the letter, you get paranoid. You get nervous. Speaking as a person with Virgo in your chart. So we're coming with that energy. Also, there is a sense of responsibility. Virgos are earth signs. They are used to a level of groundedness. They're used to providing stability, much like Taurus, much like Capricorn. And so one of the things that they provide is definitely a sense of, they're very aware of that. There's that word again, awareness. They're very aware of their responsibilities. So that is also being added in with Leo for the Leo Virgo cusp, or a person with Leo and Virgo in their chart. They're very observant. This is a very observant fire and earth combination. They are healers with a sense of royalty, regalia. There we go. They're also focused on pleasure and health. That pleasure sense is coming from Leo. And of course, the health consciousness is coming from that Virgo element. So this is the sign. That combination is a lion-hearted maiden or gentleman, depending on what you're coming in with. Um, So you wouldn't expect this level of, we're talking about somebody who's really fierce, who's fierce, who's responsible, who's level-headed, who who has a sense of shine and inner glow, who loves to help people, and who's warm, but who stands out, who stands out on their own, but he can also play in the backfield. It's just your choice. They're beautiful, they're inspiring, they're great at fixing things, they're easy to talk to. They lead people with maternal energy and care, okay? They inspire people with their confidence and shower people with love, leave no stone unturned in the pursuit of happiness and caring for people, okay? Now, one thing that a person with Leo and Virgo in their chart, or a Leo Virgo cusp, needs to learn is to chill and not put so much pressure on themselves. We already talked about how Leo, the Cancer Leo, had to let go of some control to let go. That control element was doubled down with Cancer and Leo, because Cancer is a cardinal sign. That's a leader. That's leadership quality. But Leo is a leader in its own right and is very damn stubborn. So here with the Leo Virgo energy, we're talking about someone who is stubborn, and they already know that they're a leader. I got this. I'm in control, and I'm best when I'm in control. I will shine the best when I'm in control, but you're also coming with a sense of responsibility. You're not just driven to shine. You're driven with a purpose. I'm here for a reason. Yes, I'm here to glow, but I'm here because there's something I'm supposed to be doing, and I know how I'm supposed to be doing it, and I got to do it perfect, so I can't have anybody mess this up. You know what I'm saying? So when you put that much pressure on yourself, you're going to have frequent, freakouts, be really on edge. It's too much. So one thing, and on one end, it's really, really great if you shine doing whatever it is that you do at any job, in any relationship. You're the best girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, sister, brother, auntie, whatever. You're the best because you want to be perfect and you're going to be perfect. But the downside of that is you can put a lot of pressure on yourself, and that pressure is unhealthy. You can put a lot of pressure on yourself to be perfect. There's no such thing. Let go a little bit. You gotta ease up. You gotta chill out, and don't thrust yourself into the spotlight to prove that you're perfect. You already take care of business. Just know that you got it in you. So don't do that. And once again, don't put too much pressure on yourself due to paranoia of being watched. That's another thing. So you know that people look up to you as a guiding light. You know that people are looking to you, but you shouldn't put too much pressure on yourself. It's unhealthy. And that is one of those are the blessings and the lessons within a person who is a Leo Virgo cusp or a person who has Leo and Virgo in their charts. We're going to take a little sip on that. Cheers. Ooh. Thank you again for hanging out with me, honey loves. Make sure you hit that like button as you're coming in. If you love the content, make sure you're hitting the subscribe button. Oh, and the notifications bell, because I've been hearing that people haven't been notified whenever I go live. So hit that notification bell. Make sure you follow me on my social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all down below in the description. And donate to the channel, of course, to help support. PayPal.me/loveolive. Okay, let's see, where are we at now? We're on Virgo, Libra. Oh, before I keep going, we got anything? Anything from Facebook? So I have a tendency to just be running off at the mouth. We have the team cosigns. Anything? We're good? What? Oh my gosh. Okay. Who asked about that? Danielle. Hey Danielle. Um Danielle wanted to know about J-Lo and A-Rod, their romance. Well, what can I say about this? Let me see. So, what can I say that hasn't already been said? Let's see. We're going to dig into it astrologically. All right, let's take a pause real quick. Wait, hold on. Should I do this now or should I do that in the other video, the next video? Let's touch on a little bit. We'll give it a little something. We'll give it a little bit, little taste. Because that's like the second celebrity question, huh? Shit. Okay, we're gonna touch on this a little bit, little taste, little taste. So I'm not sure what exactly you want to know about it, but we'll dive into it astrologically. Um, with J Lo being a Cancer Leo and A Rod being a Leo, straight up Leo. Matter of fact, you know what? Give me 2 seconds, honey loves, because I totally did something on this. Oh, give me 1 second. Hang on. Because I think I actually have their entire chart available for me. I think I did it. Give me a second. Let me look at this. So, yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. So, and who's first? Yeah. Okay. So what we're looking at, I'm gonna tell you like this, I'm gonna tell you like this, honey loves. Their relationship is definitely, and this probably plays a part also in why their wedding has been delayed, multiple times, postponed. We don't blame the pandemic, but sure. They are a couple with a lot of power struggles. Power struggles. I just talked about Cancer Leo cusp, and a person with Cancer and Leo in their chart, and it's a whole thing of wanting to have control. And as I've mentioned in my custom compatibility videos, relationships, God ordained ones, divine ones, are not about control. Because who's in control? God is. So in that relationship, it's definitely an issue about power dynamic. J-Lo being a Cancer Leo, she's very much a person who knows. I gotta make sure I say this right because this is sensitive. She knows how to play the. She knows how to be supportive. We're just gonna break it down. She knows how to be supportive. She knows how to treat a man like a king. She knows how to nurture her man. She knows how to shine on his arm. She knows how to love him, how to take care of him, how to make sure he's straight and how he wants, make sure he wants for nothing. And that when you go out together, that she represents you like nobody's business. Like, oh, that's you? Yeah, right? But the thing about J-Lo is that she needs to shine. She needs to shine on her own. She's not about to just be sitting here taking care of you and you not taking care of her. I'm not saying that A-Rod is not taking care of her. We're not going to go there, at least not yet. But I will say that she needs to have a man who is confident within himself to shine on his own so that she can shine on hers. She has to shine. She's going to shine. Whether she puts herself in that position or not, there's no room that that woman's standing where she's not going to shine. Now, A-Rod is a man's man. He is a Leo. Leos love to treat their person like a king or a queen. Hey, honey loves, make sure you hit that like button. They love to treat their person like a king or a queen, but they gotta feel like a king or a queen as well. It's a lot of that. It's a lot of that dynamic. They are stubborn. They want to make sure that they have their way. Oh my God. Oh, thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin, for the donation. Thank y'all so much. Y'all are really donating today. I appreciate you. Mwah. Huh? Oh, yes. Yes, absolutely. Oh my gosh. You can. Who asked that? Mariah. Hi, Mariah. Damn. Okay, so we got a donation. Thank you again, Kevin. Mariah asked the question, are we allowed to donate whatever we want? Yes, absolutely. You can donate 50 cents. You can donate $1, $20, whatever you want to donate. It is, once again, very much appreciated. And thank you to everyone who has donated so far. If you too would like to donate, please head on over to paypal.me/loveolivehoney. Thank you again for donating. And for all y'all that are hanging out with me so far, tuning in from wherever you're tuning in from, and for all your questions. What was that topic? J-Lo and A-Rod. So yeah, so the two of them have the issues of power dynamics. They both know how to treat each other. They both know how to get to each other. There's a level of is an imbalance still. You would think, okay, this is why it's important to know somebody's full birth chart. And this is why I said we're going to cover this in another video when I talk about Lil Nas X and T.S. Madison and Sharon Osbourne. You can't just go off of somebody's sun sign. Sun signs only give you the bare minimum of a relationship. They only give you the bare minimum of yourself, of your own personality. When you dig into a person's birth chart, especially if you have neighboring signs, like a cusp sign or like myself, I'm not a cusp sign, but I have neighboring signs in my chart. So all these cusp signs readings that I do, I can definitely relate to them. And anybody else who has neighboring signs in their chart who is not a cusp sign can do so as well. So yeah, when you start digging into the chart, you see where the issues are, where the power dynamics, where the real root of the issues are. And for them, it ain't just the sun signs, honey. There are some issues. That's not putting it right, is it? Anyway, there are some power dynamics, some imbalances within the chart. There are also some elements where they really vibe and they really connect on a level that it doesn't make sense for them to not be together. However, there are, like I said, there are some things that need to be addressed in order to make folks feel comfortable. And we will get into that a little deeper in the next video, where I dig into their chart. Also dig into Lil Nas X's chart about his Satan shoes, and Sharon Osbourne about her comments and why she got her ass booted off the top. And we'll also be talking about T.S. Madison experience and some of the people on her team getting a little shady over there. With Craig and them. Yeah. So we'll get into all of that later. All right, so I did Leo Virgo cusp, right? Still hanging in there with me, honey loves? I see you. All right, now we're going to talk about the Virgo Libra cusp, or people who have Virgo and Libra in their chart, something that I personally can relate to. So we already talked about what Virgo is bringing to the table, right? So now with that Libra energy being added in with that Virgo energy, we're talking about indecision, which I mentioned earlier because somebody else shared it. We're talking about being ruled by Venus, and what happened now? Oh, yes. Pass the word on to your friends, honey loves. Shout out to the damn Olive Honey squad for keeping me on track. Because this going live thing is something new for me. This is why I used to do things scripted. I would remember to do everything with the likes and all that good stuff. And okay, make sure you share this with your friends if you love the information that you've been getting, honey loves. And yeah, because everybody needs a little insight. So getting on with the Virgo Libra cusp, or the people who have Virgo and Libra in their chart. Libra is bringing in with the Virgo energy. That sense of perfectionism get kicked up a notch, because Virgos, we already talked about, are very, very high on perfectionism. And Libra has this idea, they're very idealistic. They have this idea in their mind of the perfect picture, whether it's realistic or not. And when you mix that with the Virgo perfectionism, you're talking about a person who is putting a ton of pressure on themselves to meet a standard in their mind, a standard of perfection that's in their mind. Okay. They also project this energy. You see a person who's got Virgo and Libra in their chart, or a person who is a Virgo Libra cusp, and they are coming across like picture perfect without even trying. It's a beautiful thing. But within them, they also have that inner battle to stay up to the level of being picture perfect, of meeting this level of perfection that they have somehow exuded or presented. Also, that Libra energy is bringing, like I said earlier, indecisiveness. It's because they're laid back and they're chill and they just want everybody to be happy. Libra energy is people-pleasing energy. Virgo is too, because they want everything to be perfect. So with that, it's like, Libras are people pleasers. They want everybody to be happy, so they can't make a decision to save their lives because they don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Yeah. Libra energy is also coming in with a sense of leadership because it's cardinal energy. They're leaders in their own right, but instead of being like, I want to be seen as the leader like an Aries, or like I want to be seen as the head of the charge, or who's the other cardinal? Or, it's not like that. It's like being seen as, I'm going to lead everybody to come together. So kind of like Gemini energy, Gemini brings everybody together. just by conversation, lighthearted energy, just walking into the scene and being like, hey, let's all have fun and kick back. Libra wants to have fun, chill, kick back, but they also want to lead the troops in joining together. It's very kumbaya. So when you join that with the Virgo energy, we're talking about somebody who is an idealistic healer. It's the cusp of beauty. Once again, they're ruled by Venus. Virgo's bringing in the Mercury energy. So you're talking about everything has to be beautiful. Seriously, everything's got to be perfect. If you could sum Virgo Libra up in in a phrase, it's just that they just want everything to be beautiful. Some famous Virgo Libras include Will Smith. I mean, him and Jada had a whole conversation on Red Table Talk where she said that his picture of perfection that he had for his family, for their marriage, was so much, it was so much pressure to be perfect in his brain that she felt like she couldn't live up to it, and they just all felt like they were constantly failing. So he had to let it go a little bit. So I mean, yeah, it's just everything. Just want everything to be beautiful. Just want everything to be beautiful. Want everything to be perfect. Also, they're a helpful balance. Like I said, that Libra energy wants everybody to be happy. So when you want everybody to be happy, you are the person who's basically responsible for creating that damn balance. That's what they lead the charge in. We're gonna lead. Hold on, everybody, just let's get along. Hold on, let's not fight. Let's just chill. And with that Virgo energy coming in that wants to help in general, then it becomes a helpful balance. Also, they're beautiful. The cusp of beauty is beautiful. They are caring. They are great at fixing things, and they are super considerate of people's feelings. Like I said, they don't want anybody to be sad. They're born to believe that everybody can learn a lesson in caring for others and equality and standing for justice, and they use their energy to guide others, but they often suck. I'm going to emphasize that suck at confronting their own issues and their enemies and their problems. Libra energy does not like to argue. Try and argue with a Libra. Technically, you know what? I'll even say this. Try to argue with an air sign and watch them get up and walk out the room. Air signs don't got time for that. Air signs are light, airy, chill. They don't got time for the drama unless they got water in their chart, and they will get up and they will bounce. They will leave before they sit there and argue with you. Or pull an Aquarius, which is a whole poker face. They'll just sit there being still, and that'll just irritate the hell out of anybody else, and they'll leave the room. But anyway, back to the Virgo Libra energy. Virgo Libra energy needs to learn to appreciate what is. So when you have this level of perfection in your mind, in your spirit, you want everything to be perfect. It has to be beautiful. It has to look like this. You come across, and when you're unsettled and paranoid, you come across like you're never satisfied. You could be very happy with what's going on in your life. You could be happy with your situation, with your relationship, but you have a standard and you want to make sure that you meet it. And when you don't meet it, you feel like you fail. To the outside world, you look unappreciative. You look like you don't like what you have right now. So a Virgo Libra a Virgo Libra cusp, or a person with Virgo and Libra in their chart has to learn to appreciate what is instead of wondering what if. You have to appreciate what you have instead of focusing on what you don't. So there's that. Also, they need to learn to not put so much pressure on themselves to be perfect that they don't so that they don't enjoy their life or live their life, and that they miss out on really beautiful moments because they're so worried about some idealistic version of life or some situation that doesn't even exist. So there's that. And those are the blessings and unfavorable elements within a Virgo Libra cusp, or a person who has Virgo and Libra in their chart. And we're going to choose to that. Mm. Honey loves, as you come in, make sure you hit that like button. Also, you can donate. Doesn't matter how much, $1, 50 cents, $5, $10, $20. I don't care. If you want to donate to the channel to show some support, you can donate at paypal.me/loveolivehoney. Also hit the subscribe button and share with your friends, because everybody needs a little bit of insight. Thank you so much. And what? Oh, who's this? We got, hang on, honey loves. Shout out to Bess. Hey, Bess, thank you so much for your compliment. I appreciate you. Mwah. Bess just basically thanked me for the advice. So thank you so much. I guess you must be a Virgo Libra cusp or one of the sign combinations that I already did. Thank you so much, Bess. I appreciate it. Happy to do it. Let's see. What do we have here? Libra Scorpio, one of my biggest fan bases. Shout out to all my Libra Scorpio honey loves. So this is for a Libra Scorpio cusp or a person who has Libra and Scorpio in their chart. We already talked about what Libra's bringing to the table. Now we're going to talk about what Scorpio brings to the table. Scorpio is a sign that gets a lot of flack. Scorpios are very determined, like a Leo. They're also fixed, like a Leo, so they're stubborn as hell too, and want things the way that they want them. They come across a little cold sometimes. Their I don't want to say animal symbol or whatever is the scorpion. So they're known to sting. This is a misconception in itself. Don't get me wrong, Scorpios will definitely sting. Is that this? I don't know. Oh shit. Wow. Thank you very much for the donation, Quinn. Thank you, Quinn, for your donation. I appreciate you. Mwah. Let's see. So yeah, the misconception is it's not that they won't sting. They definitely do sting. The problem is that people don't understand Scorpios are defensive because they're hella vulnerable. They don't show this. They don't show their vulnerability. They don't really discuss their feelings. They're too busy prying into yours. They are very deflective. I have Scorpio on my chart, so I can relate to that too. They are very piercing, and they have this element of mystery within them because they keep so much to themselves. And the reason for that is because they already know. They are very aware of how vulnerable they are, how much getting hurt would hurt them and take them to another place that nobody wants them to visit. Because when a Scorpio is having a bad day, when a Scorpio has ill-willed intent, when a Scorpio is in low vibe, whoo, that's danger. That's a danger zone. And the reason for the danger is because how do I say this? So Scorpio will, it's not just that they can be vengeful for the sake of being vengeful. They are ruled by two planets. They're ruled by Mars and Pluto. We talked about Mars energy when we mentioned, when we were talking about Aries. Mars is very competitive, very energetic. Scorpio has that competitiveness in spades, but because of the element of Pluto, they also give the illusion that there's also the secrecy around them. and illusionary energy, mystery. So if you do something to a Scorpio or you hurt, we'll do that. If you hurt or harm a Scorpio, if a Scorpio feels hurt, they're not just going to seek revenge straight out. It's not like, oh yeah, I hurt Scorpio, and the Scorpio says to you like a Pisces would tell the world or somebody, I'm gonna do this. Scorpios ain't doing that. Scorpio just sit there like, okay. And you'll think everything's all well and good and keep going on about your day. But the Scorpio is making moves behind the scenes. And the next time you see Scorpio, they will have taken over in some fashion, done complete damage. Whatever move they made will have affected you so deeply that you're like, I didn't even see them coming. That's the sting. That's why they got that Scorpion. So, wow. Anyway, so after we're done explaining that, let's talk about the combination of Libra and Scorpio together in a cusp or in your birth chart. So we're talking about the cusp of drama and criticism, right? They're the icy exhale. Bring the breath, bring the air, and snatch it the fuck up. They're a determined recruiter. They are influential balance. Okay, so they can create some level of chill, some level of balance all day long. They are extremely influential people. Okay, so we've got the cusp of power, which was what, Aries, Taurus, and then we've got this over here, Libra, Scorpio. Actually, aren't they opposites? They are. That's the opposite sign. So yeah, so there we're talking about a very influential dynamic here. We're also talking about a person who is very idealistic and who has the power to create transformation. I'm just gonna leave it there. We're just gonna leave it there. Use your imagination, honey. They're incredibly caring. They're ridiculously smart, strategic, maybe even cunning. They are giving. They're very giving and considerate of other people's feelings. We've already talked about that from the Libra energy. They're born to be severely passionate about the things they care about, whether that be equality, justice, presentation is very important. You've got the Libra level of perfectionism. You've got Scorpio wanting to be seen as powerful. They want to be influential. They want to be in a position of power. So yes, they are extremely, extremely passionate about presentation and about how they are perceived. They're an amazing leader. They're non-confrontational. Let's focus on that for a second. So they're non-confrontational in the sense that they're not going to sit here and argue with you. I need to clarify that. So because that's coming from the Libra, the air energy. And when you say the Libra Scorpio is non-confrontational, they're non-confrontational in the sense that I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. Oh no, you'll see what I'm going to do whenever I do it, and that then you won't be able to do anything to change it. So don't get it twisted. It's not that a Libra Scorpio is not going to retaliate if you hurt them, if you harm them, if somebody wrongs them. It's just that they're not going to go back and forth with you about it. They'll surprise you with their response. That will be their response. They will surprise you in a manner that will throw you off, and you'll be like, well, damn. Oh, okay, crap. And it'll put them in a power or a position of power and a position of influence that holds them in high regard, and you won't be able to do shit about it. They love romance with a twist, like I mentioned earlier. I will do a whole nother video on the type of partners that y'all attract and the type of partners that are best for y'all. We'll get into that later. And you're dedicated to what you feel is worth it. If you put time and energy into it, you're in it, period. What they need to learn, and this is very important for people who have Libra and Scorpio in their chart or for Libra Scorpio cusp, you need to learn to use your gifts for good. I just went through a whole thing of how shit can go left for a person who's a Libra Scorpio cusp or a person who has Libra and Scorpio in their chart. So that's you on a bad day. On a good day, like I said, you're very influential. You have a lot of power. You have a lot of influence, a lot of abilities. It's a really great position to be in, especially for somebody who wants to climb up the ladder, somebody who wants to be known. But you got to make sure that you use your powers, your natural powers, for good and not evil. Goodwill, not ill intent. Okay. Also, you need to proceed with care for all the reasons that I just mentioned. um, Here's another thing that Libra, Scorpio cusp and people with Libra and Scorpio in their chart need to be aware of. You need to, and this will help you just put yourself in better situations. You need to see your fears, imperfections, and failures and vulnerabilities as you need to see them as gifts and not weapons that can be used against you. So these are the things that you feel the need to protect because you know how sensitive you are. You know how vulnerable you are. You're worried that people are going to take everything that's within you and all the things that you're scared of, and use it as a weapon against you. Not saying don't protect yourself, but what I am saying is that you need to be a little more, how do you want to put this, vocal about the reasons why you do things, so that people know not to take it so personally. You take a lot of things personally, but you need to be vocal about why you do things and why you take such methods to such extremes to protect yourself so that you don't ruin relationships or lose opportunities because you're so focused on, I got to protect myself, that you end up stinging other people unintentionally. That is the blessings and unfavorable elements and lessons to be learned for a Libra Scorpio cusp or a person with Libra and Scorpio in their chart. And we're going to cheers to that. Oh, it's lipstick on my glass. Any questions, honey loves? Please feel free. The chat is open. If you are on Instagram, I've had a couple people tell me that they didn't feel comfortable mentioning anything in the chat, so that's why I get hit up on Insta and Facebook and Twitter. It's cute. But I appreciate the comments and donations and whatnot from every which way. Oh, hold on. What we got here? Oh my gosh, we have a new follower. Oh my God. Wow. Thank you so much. Who? Palma? Thank you, Palma. Thank you for joining the Honey Love fam. Shout out to you. Oh my gosh, y'all showing me so much love today. I love it. Once again, if you have not already subscribed, or followed me, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button as you're coming in, Honey Loves. Donations are welcome and very much appreciated. The link is in the chat, paypal.me/loveolivehoney. The link is also down below. Forgetting anything? Oh, share with your friends. And because everybody needs a little bit of insight. And gosh, thank y'all for hanging in. How long is it? Oh my Lord, we've been on here for an hour and 32 minutes. Lord Jesus. Thank y'all for hanging with me. I guess you're loving the content, so we'll keep it going. Damn. Okay, so let's see here. We're on Scorpio Sag. We're on Scorpio Sag. A person who is a Scorpio Sagittarius cusp, or a person who has Scorpio and Sagittarius in their chart. My team is having a field day over here. So we're talking about, we already talked about what Scorpio brings to the table. Let's talk about what Sag brings to the table. Sag Sag gets a bad rap too, like a Scorpio. Sag gets a bad rap because they're extremely curious and they get accused of being unsettled to the point of having a wandering eye or being automatic cheaters. That's not true. They're just really well. It can't be true. It can be true for a low vibing Sag, but for a high vibing Sag, listen, Sagittarius energy is extremely curious. They are truth seekers. They just want to know. They got to know. They got to know about things. They got to know. They got to understand. The world is big, and knowledge is power. And they seek the truth. They want knowledge. They're a very curious bunch. They are wildfires. So if Leo is the light, right, and Aries is the spark, Sag is wildfire. So mixed with that Scorpio energy, we're talking about an icy wildfire. We'll get into that a little deeper in a second because I know some of y'all are probably like, huh? Anyway, they are very passionate. They don't get a lot of credit for the level of passion that they have, but Sagittarians are extremely passionate. More than that, they are adaptable, like Virgo, like Gemini, like Pisces. And their level of adaptability is being open minded, very open minded. Like I said, curious. Like Gemini energy is a no judgment zone. So is Sag. They too are opposite signs, which is why they have that in common. I actually know a Gemini whose best friend was a Sag. And I was like, yeah, y'all are like yin and yang. So that totally makes sense. When you do this kind of work, you get astrology questions all the time, whether I'm going live or not. So bringing that Sagittarius energy to that Scorpio energy, what we're talking about is the cusp of revolution. Okay, we're talking about determined freedom and influential wanderer. That means with Sagittarius, like I said, they have a bad rep of having a wandering eye or being unsettled, never being able to sit the hell down. Well, they are influential everywhere they go with the Scorpio Sag combination. Okay. They are passionate and mysterious, which is actually kind of cool. They are also, so this is something to talk about. So there's Scorpio, you've got, with the Scorpio energy, you've got the Scorpion, right? And then with the Sagittarius energy, you've got the Archer. So you're not just talking about, I just talked about how with the vulnerability that a Scorpio has, when they set out to jab back, or what's the phrase, clap back. When they set out to clap back, they sting, right? And they're going to sneak up on you. You didn't expect it, right? We all know the story of the scorpion and I forgot what it was. Was it a turtle or something? I don't know. It's a story where some animal carried the scorpion on the back, didn't expect the scorpion to sting them. I forgot what it was, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Those of y'all who know what I'm talking about, leave it in the comments. Anyway, so you've got the Scorpio energy that stings unexpectedly or seemingly unexpectedly. They planned it, they know. But then you've got the Sag who openly is an archer, right? So this combination of Scorpio and Sagittarius is not just going to hit. They're going to hit with excellent aim. Okay. The story with the scorpion isn't just, they just hit wherever and it's like, oh my God, they've got poison and shit, I'm dying. No, with the Sag, you're going to hit and you're going to hit with impeccable aim. Okay. So, yeah, it's another situation to not mess with, catch on a bad day. They're adventurers, but they're also in a position where they can create transformation. That's that Scorpio energy. This is a very powerful combination right here. They're all pretty powerful in their own right, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, they're smart. They have a great sense of humor. That Sagittarius energy is coming in super optimistic. I said it's the opposite of Gemini, also positive energy. And for those of you who don't know, when I say that it's something as an opposite sign, a Gemini, Sag, the Virgo, Pisces, blah, 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 whatever, it's opposites attract. It's yin and yang. It's two sides of the same coin. So they both are coming in with similar goals, similar intent, similar energy, similar personalities, but they have different approaches. Make sense? Okay, cool. So now we're talking about someone who's also optimistic, very giving, who is born to be passionate, have fun, and experience life as an adventure and, you know, something to grow with, something to grow in. Okay. I already said they're curious. They too avoid conflict. I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth with your ass. Now, that's not to say I won't retaliate, but I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth with you. I got better things to do. They question everything. That's their curiosity. They love romance with a twist, and they love to live loud and free. This is freedom here, okay? Uninhibited, super passionate, no limitations, no boundaries, just let me do me, okay? And watch me climb to the top and watch me, take over the world while I'm doing me. It's kind of Aquarius energy. They need to learn to, of course, because of that Scorpio energy, use their gifts wisely, but also they need to learn to make their actions and their words match. So you make moves, but you got to make sure that the moves you make put you in a positive light. It's pretty plain and simple. Hey, honey loves, make sure you hit the hit the like button as you're coming in. Let's see. They also regret, well, they have a fear. And this is coming from the Sagittarius energy. Scorpio, Sagittarius cusp, or people with Scorpio and Sagittarius in their chart have a fear of not living life to the fullest, right? It's very much, I got to check everything off my bucket list. They have a fear of not living life to the fullest, of not experiencing everything on their bucket list. And they see that fear as a vulnerability that they need to hide from anyone who can use it against them. What are we going to do with y'all? That right there, the blessings and the unfavorable elements of a person with Scorpio and Sagittarius in their chart, or Scorpio and Sagittarius cusp. We are going to take a drink on that. Cheers. Mm. If you have any questions, honey love, once again, leave them in the chat or hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I've been getting a couple of those. Donations are welcome. PayPal.me/loveolivehoney. Subscribe to the channel. Share this video if you love the content. If you know it'll help someone gain some insight. Everybody needs a little insight. Did I miss anything? Okay, moving on to the next one. Sagittarius, Capricorn cusp, or a person with Sagittarius and Capricorn in their chart. We already talked about what Sagittarius is bringing to the table. Now we're going to talk about what Capricorn is bringing to the table. Capricorn, on its own, hard worker. Also very dedicated. Earth sign, so they're super grounded. They will put in the groundwork. They are builders. They will build from the ground up 100%. They also have a lot of energy, much like an Aries, but don't put an Aries and a Capricorn together. Lord have mercy. On a bad day, they are going to bump heads, but I digress. That's another conversation. Anyway, they are initiators, so they always want to be starting something, and once they start something, they are going to put in time and effort into it. They're going to put work into it to build up. That is what Capricorn does. Capricorns are a little, what's the damn cartoon? Build it somebody. I don't know. I keep thinking Fix It Phillips, but that ain't it. I don't know. Build it Bob. I don't shit. So they do have a tendency. Damn, I feel like there's Bob the Builder. Ha ha. There it is. Anyway, they do have a tendency to take things a little too damn serious. Why so serious? Don't judge me. I'm a Batman fan. So yeah, I'm quoting the Joker. Anyway, like I said, they will totally put in work. And also, like Aries, they want what they want when they want it. If they feel like they've earned it, if they feel like they put in the work and they should get it, they want it. And there's not a whole hell of a lot that's going to change their mind or deter them, just saying. So when you add that Capricorn energy to the Sagittarius energy, what are we talking about here? We're talking about a wildfire meteor. We're talking about a lot of passion, a lot of sensuality. If you didn't already catch the gist, we're talking about a motivator who encourages freedom and hard work. We're talking about a person who's bringing in some fundage and a person who likes to travel. Okay. We're talking about, well, they like to travel. That travel can be taken in a couple of ways. Travel can be going from place to place, from pillar to post. Traveling could also be, traveling from relationship to relationship, but we're not going to go there right now. We're talking about a person who's grounded, passionate. We're talking about a person who is adaptable, but is also a jump starter. Okay. This person is always there for people. This person has a great sense of humor. This person is optimistic, super confident, right? And they're a fun support system. They have a lot of faith in people and believe in living loud, free, have the courage to do whatever, to put the work in, and they have the courage to question every damn thing. Of course, that's that Sagittarius curiosity, and they bring transformation to people, okay? Now, what they need to learn is to think before they speak too harshly. Okay. When you are, when you have all this confidence and all this courage and, you put in this work, you're a builder, you like, and you can, Sagittarius is bringing in the optimism, right? And on top of them bringing in the optimism, you've got this person who wants what they want when they want and feels a sense of entitlement once they put work in. If you've dedicated any kind of time, if you've done anything, you're like, I earned this. You owe me this. I deserve this. Anyway, point is, you gotta watch what you say. I think I said that for another sign. I can't remember what it is right now. I feel like it's Gemini Cancer. That's what it was. You gotta watch what you say. Matter of fact, damn, there's a connection because that's the opposite sign of this one. That is the opposite sign combination or the opposite cusp sign of this one, the Gemini Cancer. Both you motherfuckers need to watch what you say because it can come across as too harsh. That's the energy that y'all are bringing. Just saying. Another thing is you got to be able to find some balance. It's cool being confident. It's not cool being cocky. Just saying. It's cool saying, I did this work. It is not cool to sit here and feel like the sense of entitlement. You put yourself on a pedestal. Don't do that. So that is the blessing and the unfavorable elements of the Sagittarius Capricorn cusp or a person with Sagittarius and Capricorn in their chart. And we're going to cheers to that. Ooh. I cannot believe that I've been on for this long. I honestly thought, Honey Loves, I was going to be on here for like an hour and get off. Oh my goodness. But thank y'all for hanging in here with me. Once again, hit that like button as you're watching. Share this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Donate. PayPal.me/lovehowwithhoney. It doesn't matter how much you donate. Ask a question if you have one, Honey Loves, in the chat, or if you don't want to be seen in the chat for whatever reason. Instagram, you can DM me there. You can send me a message on Facebook or send me a message on Twitter. Don't be ashamed. It happens a lot. All right, now we're almost done. Yay! So now we're at the Capricorn Aquarius cusp, or the Capricorn Aquarius combination in your birth chart. So we already talked about Capricorn. We already talked about what Capricorn is bringing to the table. Now we're talking about what Aquarius brings to the table. Aquarius is 100% unbothered, okay? 100% unbothered. That's the energy that Aquarius is bringing. Technically, they actually do care. They just don't show that they care. They are very much the poker face type of folks. They're unique personalities, very individual people. They they go to the beat of their own drummer. And they do well that way when they follow their unique path, when they really embrace their true selves and their true sense of self. They shine. They're the opposite of Leo. Leo has a natural light within them, and Aquarius too has that. Their natural light is when they are, just themselves, just when they are true to their unique selves, because there's not one damn Aquarius that I know of that is like anybody else. When you are true to your sense of self, that is how you shine. So yes, that's the Aquarius energy. That's what they're bringing in. They're also visionaries, and a lot of times the visions that they have, like I said, just like their unique personalities, the visions that they have, the ideas they come up with is like out of this world. Like, huh? Not nothing that anyone else would think of off the top of their head. Only an Aquarius would come up with that. You know what I mean? So when you stay true to your ideas, stay true to your sense of self, that is where you shine. Let's see. They're very knowledgeable. Am I missing anything? Oh, they're like the epitome of friendships, much like Libras. Their fellow sun sign, much like Geminis, or not fellow sun sign. Oh dear, their fellow air sign, much like Geminis. All those air signs, they're really great at being conversationalists, really great at being great friends, good communicators, full of ideas, full of thoughts, full of visions. This is what they're known for, and Aquarius very much embodies that as well. They did not get left out of that. So when you add that Aquarius energy to the Capricorn energy, we're talking about the cusp of mystery and imagination. The mystery comes in with the sense of, where in the Sam Hill did you come up with that? Imagination, because the Aquarius energy. We're talking about a very still motivator, a poker faced motivator. So they're going to, because Capricorns are encouraging, and they're going to encourage you and motivate you to do things. They're going to motivate themselves to do things, to step outside the box. But it's gonna, the way it's communicated is going to be very unenthusiastic, and it's not because they don't care, and it's not because they don't believe in what they're saying. It's just their personality. They're just not. They're just like stone faced sometimes. That shit. I don't. It's what it is. That's what their personality is. they're we're talking about a wealthy vision. So this person, like I said, when they're true to themselves, when they embrace their unique ideas and don't try to conform them to fit somebody else's mold, they're successful at it. And when you've got Capricorn combined with that Aquarius energy, you're definitely about to make money off of that, because Capricorn is bringing in the money, much like Taurus. And it's best when you are true to yourself. They're grounded, but they're carefree. They build. They are stubborn. That's Aquarius energy, fixed, stubborn initiators. Once they got their mindset, hey, I'm doing this and this is how I'm going to do it. No, that's a little outside the box. No, that's the way it's getting done. Like, who's a Capricorn Aquarius? Lin-Manuel Miranda, that right there. When he did Hamilton, in the Heights. People were like, nobody's gonna want to see that because it's not the typical mainstream. There was nothing else out there that was like it. That's what we're saying. There's nothing. Well, that's what I'm saying. There was nothing else out there that was like it. But Lynn believed, I got this. I know this is going to be a success. I'm going to be true to myself. I'm not going to change it because I know that when I change it, it's not going to work. This is going to work as long as I stick to the vision that I have. And guess what? It works. Who else is a Capricorn Aquarius? I think Michelle Obama. Yes, she's one too. Not your average first lady at all with her, she had that workout program. People were like, huh? I thought you're not just gonna stand there and walk with your man and be the first lady and do the way. Michelle was like, no. I work, he works, I'm bringing something to the table just like he brings something to the table. I can support him and do this too. Let's go. So that's what we're coming with. Capricorn Aquarians don't do stereotypes, okay? They don't go with the status quo. They could give up about the status quo. Capricorn Aquarius is like, I break barriers. We're going to break the chain. We're going to change the game. And the Capricorn Aquarius will definitely do that. They'll do it from the ground up. They'll do it their way. And they will shine when they do it. So, yeah, that's Capricorn Aquarius. They are born to stand out and follow their dreams. They are a one-of-a-kind support system, so they will support other people in doing the exact same thing because they believe in it so strongly themselves. They do not give into pressure, and they want people to embrace their true selves. What they need to do, what they need to learn to do, is what I should say, is to say less, do more. Oh, what's that line in Hamilton? Oh, Aaron Burr said it to Hamilton. Talk less, smile more. It's perfect. I didn't even plan that. I didn't even plan that. But yeah, so yes, say less and do more. Let your actions do the talking. Nobody is going to get it until they see it. People think they know what they want. Don't nobody know what the hell they're talking about until they see that it's a success. So don't talk about it. You say it one time, that's it. And then you make it happen. And then you're good to go. And when you make it happen and all the people, oh my God, this is so great. You don't have to say, I told you so. That's another part of say less. You don't have to say, I told you it was going to work. Just take it in. This is great. Thank you. That's it. That's it. What else? They also need to learn to stay true to themselves. It's not necessarily a lesson that you need to learn. You already know that you need to be true to yourself. It's just something that you need to make sure you stick to. Don't lose sight of that. For the sake of your success, for the sake of your sanity, for the sake of yourself as a person, and for whomever you influence, because you never know who you influence in this world. You never know whose life you touch. Make sure that you stay true to yourself. Okay. Sometimes you can regret missing out on fun from being too serious or being too analytical or stressing over what you can't keep. Don't do that either. Be true to yourself, stay focused, stay in the game, change it your way. Those are the blessings and the unfavorable elements of the Capricorn Aquarius test or a person with Capricorn and Aquarius in their chart. And we're going to cheers to that because we are on the last one. Are you excited? Because I'm excited. We've been talking for an hour and 58 minutes. I'm definitely excited. Ooh. Good thing, too, because that's the end of that drink. Did you get to the end of yours, honey loves? Oh my goodness, and it's starting to get dark. Okay, let's get through this last one. All right, do you have any questions? Any questions? Any questions, honey loves? Anybody in the chat? Insta, Facebook, anyone? Let me check. Sometimes I hear it and sometimes I don't. What the hell? Um, okay, cool. So we're gonna bang out this last one and hopefully we'll be in and out because it's damn near 2 hours. Okay, so this is for the Aquarius Pisces cusp or a person with Aquarius and Pisces in their chart. All right, you ready? All right, so we already talked about Aquarius, what Aquarius is bringing to the table. Now we're going to talk about what Pisces is bringing to the table. Actually, wait a minute. Hold on. We talked about what Pisces was bringing to the table in the beginning of the video. So this is going to be even quicker because we've already talked about both these signs. So we're just going to jump into what the combination means. The combination of Aquarius and Pisces, when you bring this individualistic, this unique personality with this compassionate, gentle personality, this impressionable person with this poker face person. Does that make sense? Well, we're going to find out how it does. So we're talking about the cusp of sensitivity here. That's what this combination means. We're talking about stillness, but like I said, impressionalism, you know what I'm trying to say. Capriciousness. They're adaptable, but they're poker faced. So they're sitting here flip flopping, and you never see it coming because this right here is just a stone wall. Like, huh? Yeah. Anyway, this person is a dreamer on top of being a visionary. I feel like this is looking kind of grainy, probably because it's getting dark. I had better lighting in the beginning. So we have, oh, there you go. Thanks. Asking you shall receive. Anyway, okay. So we're talking about a person who dreams but also has vision. Yeah. So you're a visionary, and your dreams are very much the dreams, the vision, everything. It's just it all ties in. It's actually all very like well connected. You are yes, thank you. You're a dreamy visionary, and it's very key to your success as a person, as a worker, as a partner in any way, shape, or form. Let's see. You're enthusiastic, but you're carefree. You have a lot of knowledge, but you're also very emotional. So you're like an emotion, like a conscious. You're super conscious, really emotional, but a thinker. You're a thinker and a dreamer, which is a really interesting combination because there's going to be an inner battle with when to be up here and when to be here, when to use your heart and when to use your head. So that's going to be an inner battle for you. I'm not going to say gonna be. I know that it already is. They're the unconscious friend. So this is the friend that either you can depend on or one that sometimes you're not all the way sure. You know what I'm saying? But this is a person who's always got your back. That person says that they're signed up with you, like I'm rocking with you. They're rocking with you. And sometimes their actions, because they have that Pisces element coming in, you can be a little flip-floppy, because you go with the flow, you're super adaptable, but you also are like impressionable. So it's like, bitch, I don't know where you're at. Like, I don't know if you with me or if you're not with me, but that person is your friend. They signed up to be your friend. They're rocking with you. They can be a little flip-floppy, but they're rocking with you. Some really famous Aquarius Pisces are Rihanna and Megan Thee Stallion. And I know there's somebody else, but I can't think of them right now. We're going to move on. Let's see what else we're doing. We're talking about someone who is understanding, who is exciting, who has a good head on their shoulders, who's bright, gentle, and affectionate, okay? Someone who connects to people emotionally, who easily connects to people emotionally and is born to stand out. They're one of a kind. They encourage people to be their true self. They fall in love pretty easily. And they believe in living in the moment and breaking barriers. If Rihanna and Megan Thee Stallion are not two really great examples of that, I don't know who the hell is. The thing that they need to learn is that they need to take time to make sure that they move in purpose, right? So when you're going with the flow and in purpose not just meaning like what God has called you to be, but also just meaning like what you can live with. Because with that Aquarius energy, it's very important for you to be true to yourself. And if you don't know who you are, if you're not sure, if you're still figuring it out, which is a constant thing for a person with Aquarius energy, I don't care where it is. If you're not sure who you are, it's really important for you to just take a time out and just embrace that moment of, or embrace that journey of self-discovery until you get to the point where you have a little bit more of self-awareness. So yeah, it's really important to take time to so that you make moves that you can live with, that you make moves that you're happy with when all is said and done. It's also important to be to be more considerate. And that consideration is, once again, I have to explain this because of Pisces being compassionate, but it's the fact of they have a tendency to be impressionable. You go with the flow, you move with the current, but you have to consider how your moves affect the people following you, or affect your onlookers, or affect the people looking up to you. That individualistic, that um, unique personality coming from Aquarius will say, I'm nobody's role model. But deep down, you know good and damn well that you do have people looking up to you and you are somebody's role model, and you have to be careful of the moves that you make. Okay. A Aquarius Pisces, I said, is a visionary creator, enthusiastic dreamer. They believe that the only constant in life is change, and they can be so analytical and take things so personally that they victimize themselves over what they can't keep instead of looking at the bigger picture. So that is the blessings and the unfavorable elements of what the hell, of the Aquarius Pisces cusp, or of people who have Aquarius and Pisces in their charts. Wow, we made it, honey loves. I hope that this information was insightful. Of course, that's what we do here. We bring insight, and we use astrology as a God-given tool to help grant insight into ourselves, into our relationships. I hope you enjoyed this video, honey love. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And when you subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss another live, you don't miss another post. Hit that like button. Please feel free to donate. Doesn't matter the amount. PayPal.me/loveolivehoney. Also, share this video with your friends. Everybody deserves a little bit of insight. And thank you so much for hanging with me. It's been 2 hours. This is crazy. I so did not expect to be on this long, but I appreciate you. Thank you to the team. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Oh my God. Thank you for everybody who donated. Thank you for everybody who asked a question. I don't remember all your names right now, but I thank you so much. Wow, this is great. I don't even know what to say right now. Anyway, thank you, honey loves. I appreciate y'all so much. Once again, a shout out to the sponsor, UFONEC, and shout out to y'all. As always, stay safe, stay blessed, stay in high spirits. Mwah. Love you guys. See you next time.